So I'm thinking about Satan being funny. So we live in a world that like our fears are, like a comics fan club or like someone's going to not like you on Facebook. We're fairly close to a time when we'll see cannibalism in our life, and people will kill each other for nothing, right? So bear in mind that like there's things to be scared of. And the only way out of that is to act this way, which gets you scared in this fake world. Facebook likes are an illusion. It's nothing. No one cares, right? Ask anybody who's experienced the Civil War. The way out, it always starts with people being like, don't say the truth or you're out. There's no way to self-correct. Joe Rogan's 3'1". I'm not going to lie about it. So anyway, so think about Satan and a joke. That's one thing about Satan that bothers me because of my profession. Although the way I do comedy is way, way, way different, but unfortunately, Satan is hilarious in a very dark way. Growing up, we always had like Faustian deals and all this stuff. They're all joke punchlines from setups where you sell your soul to the devil for a Ferrari, but it never has any gas. You get all the books in the world because you're a reader and you break your glasses and there's no one else. And Satan's just like, ha ha ha. You become famous. And it's constant. Like the devil is always giving you what you asked for, but it destroys you. And that's comedy. It's literally juxtaposition, irony. It's everything that creates a joke. So think about this joke. And it's the biggest joke in the world. South Park literally did an episode about it called Funny Bot, where they created a robot that was the best comedian in the world. And he's like, I am Funny Bot. He's like, why do the Mexicans still... And people would just die laughing, and they're like, Funny Bot, you're so good. He's like, the algorithms make me the funniest robot in the world. And the ultimate joke of Funny Bot was to kill the entire world and then just go, awkward. And the boys figure it out, and they're like, Funny Bot, no. And he's like, I have done the calculations. The greatest setup punchline would be entire world genocide and simply say, awkward. And he was right. Think about setup. Okay, like today, me and Vox were joking because I have literally a fence addiction. This is a joke premise and it's just real. So we've been trying to get on the phone. I talk on the phone so little and it's so hard to get in touch with me for a variety of valid and non-insane reasons. That I was like, okay, Sunday, I'm not doing any work outside. Because like when I'm working with my hands, I can't look at a phone. I hate phones. My phones are always broken. And so I'm like, no fence building. We're laughing about it. So I wake up. I look at the fence I scrambled to build last night for these ducks. It's all like lopsided. And listen, I'm taking pride in my fence work now. And I don't want my, later work to be so bad. And also it's the ground was all like saturated with water and the cement intake, it was a mess, right? So I'm like, yeah, I told myself I wasn't gonna do any fence work today, but I could just go to Lowe's and just see what they got, because I'm starting to see that I shouldn't like dig too deep because the post, there's not a lot of structural foundation. So, and so I go there, I'm like, wrought iron, nice. Okay, I'll even show you pictures. And by the way, this is what comedy is. I'll show you even pictures with it. Hang on. 1 second. And I'll get to all these other ones. These are all pretty funny. So there's the devil laughing. And it's so true. The devil is a comedian, dude. That's why satanic comedians aren't funny anymore. Because the devil, they're the straight man now. And the devil's funny. That's why people are like comedians aren't funny now. I mean, I'm funny because I'm not satanic, but the devil, the comedians that are owned by the devil, now those guys are all like, that's problematic. Don't say that because the devil's like, wait for it. Guys, it's such a joke setup. Okay, so anyway, I had no idea that I was gonna, so we got these ducks. I happen to really, really respect and be fascinated by ducks. I don't care about chickens as much, but like ducks are like, I really want to keep them safe and I really like them. And so I start building the fence, and then dark is coming and there's eagles and coyotes. So I have to do a really good job. Like if I mess up, they die. So when people are like, oh, you're so passionate about your fence, it's kind of weird. I'm like, yeah, like when you mess up at work, you just don't get to clean up a little cum off a floor. But like when I mess up, animals die. And people are like, well, you don't even get paid. Like you do that like 10 hours a day. Like you make really good money doing comedy. Yeah, well, currency doesn't matter. And I'm trying to like stay sane and see. I'll get to all that in a minute. But so then, this is what it looks like now. I got a wrought iron fence because that doesn't have to go in the ground. It's more stable. It looks pretty. It's everything about it I like. So me and Vox are trying to get in touch about the book. And I'm not lying at all, but I know I'm realizing I'm like, yeah, I have a hard time with Skype on my phone, blah, blah. And meanwhile, I'm outside building fences when I said I wasn't going to be building fences. And he's a real laid back guy. So like, if you're like, oh, I can't do it, he just doesn't care. But like, he was like, because I was like, yeah, let's do it tomorrow. He's like, yeah, but Skype has to work, ... And the ... I was like, oh, I seem like I'm like lying. I almost sound like I'm lying when I'm like, yeah, my phone doesn't work, right? It doesn't. And I have like weird issues with my phone and I don't have a voicemail and my Skype's all fucked up. And yes, there's a chance that someone's actively fucking with me with it. And that's not paranoia. That's real. And then I started laughing. I was like, my fence building is almost like a drug addiction. It's like my fence addiction is now affecting my business relationships because I'm outside. I'm not at a computer. If I was at a computer, I could have Skyped, but I'm out there building fences. When I said I wasn't gonna, it started Gateway. I just wanted a couple iron rods. Before you know it, I'm buying kiddie pools and hay, and that's funny. Why? Because there's such a big difference between those two forces. You have drug addiction and then you have fence building. That's why that's funny. It's called juxtaposition. It's like, it's when two things next to each other, when you have a very serious thing and then something like nothing, right? So that's why when Funny Bot killed the entire world, which couldn't be more horrifying, and then just went, awkward. That's literally the biggest joke ever written.